This is not the America that you knew. This is the new world order. Make no mistake about it. You're going to deal with military mind games like you ain't never seen before. You're going to see shit that you ain't never seen before. You got to stay focused and see through the bullshit. Don't let these people lead you like a dog on a leash. You are not a horse.
These niggas is dumb, they ain't done enough. We got pieces that hit, we gon' run it up. Stay with 245s and they double tuck. Keep them outside of the window, we bundled up. Got the bundle stuff, nigga stuffed up. So far up, I can cough it up. I opt down, make them cough it up. Go to the view and shoot the coffin up. These niggas is dumb, they ain't done enough. We got pieces that hit, we gon' run it up. Stay with 245s and they double tuck. Keep them outside of the window, we bundled up. Got the bundle stuff, nigga stuffed up. So far up, I can cough it up. I opt down, make them cough it up. Go to the view and shoot the coffin up. Shit. You gotta love it. Love it. The world is full of niggas scoring ballin' on a budget. But fuck it. Shit. And am I still banging tonight? I will just not discuss it. Shit. Cause that's not for the public. And my destiny's written $1 million been launched on a budget. Before I leave my house, I wipe down my 9 and I tuck it. Stay on guard from all this fuck shit. I live what I spit, I can trust it. These niggas is busted. Shit. On 183rd, where you find me at? I'm blocked when niggas get paid that. From a culture that's based on no facts. So if we say it's facts, we still say it's probably that. For our cars and they face, when I go to their crib, I'm like, nigga, where's those Ferraris at? 90% this shit probably cap. 100% this shit only rap. Entertainment. Do not put so much responsibility on entertainers. As for me, I just stay in my lane. My nigga super gang banging, chain swinging, big ding hanging. Fuck the words that he's saying. They just following the cadence. I am not for the complaining. It takes too much energy. I need my energy. Combating all these frenemies. And niggas that want to see the end of me. What's a sin for them is not a sin for me. So go when I show them no sympathy. Until they show each other sympathy. Niggas empty, but ain't nothing empty in me. These niggas is dumb, they ain't done enough. We got pieces that hit, we gon' run it up. Stay with 245s and they double tuck. Keep them outside of the window, we bundled up. Got the bundle stuff, nigga stuffed up. So far up, I can cough it up. I opt down, nigga cough it up. Go to the view and shoot the coffin up. These niggas is dumb, they ain't done enough. We got pieces that hit, we gon' run it up. Stay with 245s and they double tuck. Keep them outside of the window, we bundled up. Got the bundle stuff, nigga stuffed up. So far up, I can cough it up. I opt down, nigga cough it up. Go to the view and shoot the coffin up. Why niggas spending all their money living in the dark? I'm living in the days of Noah, I'm just building arks. Water coming, water rising. Is it a shortage or is it climate? Is it a climate or niggas wildin'? Or secret societies mixed with timing? Either way, I stay on topic. I can't worry about shit if I can't stop. I'm just waiting on death, I was born a hostage. Surrounded by niggas born in the projects. With they mama emotion and lacking logic. All the shit that I know is what they lack in college. And degrees that they giving is pathologic. I just fly in the sky like I'm half an object. Shit. It's really real, I really feel like that. I ain't gotta be gay just to feel like that. I ain't gotta slay things that gon' kill a cat. I can rebuild the world and then feel it back. Niggas locked in the cage, I ain't here for that. With a minimum wage, I can't deal with scrap. How these rappers get paid, I can't build with scraps. Ain't calm building cities, I'm just super bitty. Came from hats for Leos and Billies. No response from my city. Niggas hate me, bitches plotting to get me. Hearing Glock sounds with the top down. Niggas talk shit when I'm not around. Homie, don't play that cause I'm not a clown. I always stay up cause I'm never down. These niggas is dumb, they ain't done enough. We got pieces that hit, we gon' run it up. Stay with 245s and they double tuck. Keep them outside of the window, we bundled up. Got the bundle stuff, nigga stuffed up. So far up, I can cough it up. I opt down, nigga cough it up. Go to the view and shoot the coffin up. These niggas is dumb, they ain't done enough. We got pieces that hit, we gon' run it up. Stay with 245s and they double tuck. Keep them outside of the window, we bundled up. Got the bundle stuff, nigga stuffed up. So far up, I can cough it up. I opt down, nigga cough it up. Go to the view and shoot the coffin up.
The grave. More like the land of the thief, the home of the slave. 2 million people go missing every year. Where they disappearing to?
From Vegas to the pound. Y'all know what's the word.
Everything to the chin, nothing to the heart. I told my youngest slide, he think he in the park. Jumping in the water, you swimming with the sharks. We watching for the ops, the cops and the knocks, nigga. And I can go and get this money with my eyes closed. Whenever I need a brick, I say El Chapo. My Mexican homie, I call him Vato. And when I want a nigga hit, I say bring tacos. You know this shit about my legacy. Niggas try to tarnish my name instead of treasure me. I've been official since the pop. Barely had my own water, trying to fill a nigga cup. Now it's Ruth Chris for the state nights. We really used to trap on them late nights. First you get the money, then you take flight. Every day my birthday now, nigga, that cake right. First you get the money, then it's game shit. We only talking money, that's our language. We wanna see the picture, I can paint it. Headshots and try to make a nigga famous. The loyalty, I hope he never break it. He wants the guy that back his motivation. He only talking money, that's his language. 10 chains on, bitches think I'm famous. Yeah. 1 foot in the rap, 1 foot in the streets. 1 foot in the chicken, 1 foot in the beef. Cody California nigga memory. Last indictment that came down, I had to put a friend to sleep. Be discreet, pistol sing like T. Marie. Free Lorraine, I knew we was gon' jump it. That's a little me. Cash lord, motherfucking task force. Every single brick and whip I got came with a task force. CLD with me, I ain't ask hombre for no favors. I tolerate no hatred, draw niggas like they paper. Investigators question the neighbors, he be just rapping. I think they thought it was packaging. Walking out the studio, on FaceTime with Julio. Don't worry about no immigration, he can get them to me though. I told him take it slow, don't listen to him, don't be stupid up. They putting crazy shit up in your head like you Coolio. Man. First you get the money, then it's game shit. We only talking money, that's our language. You wanna see the picture, I can paint it. Headshots and try to make a nigga famous. The loyalty, I hope he never break it. He wants the guy that back his motivation. He only talking money, that's his language. 10 chains on, bitches think I'm famous.
Y'all already know the rules. When you come in my house, take off your shoes and super violate that like button. Shall we begin? Shall we begin? You ever heard that saying? I might crack a smile, but ain't a damn thing funny. The times we living in is crazy. And it takes me back to when they used to have the DVDs, or rather the CDs, before the DVDs, banned from TV. Faces of Death, because that was the beginning of us being desensitized, where we would actually see tragic deaths, all types of deaths all over the world. People being in front of the firing squad, people getting their head chopped off. We've seen it all on these DVDs and CDs, right? And that's what pretty much got us to the point right now where we are so desensitized that it's not even funny. I tell y'all, black people is the new white people, and white people are the new black people. I can remember a time where white people was cold as ice, and black people was compassionate. Now it seems like black people have lost their compassion and white people have become very, very compassionate. The things that's going on in this country and all around the world is very, very serious. But us content creators paved the way and fought to have a voice, and now we being suppressed. And on social media, the place where these rappers, the Cams and Mases and the Fat Joes and Jadakisses, you know, they was too good for these platforms. Until now. I guess the pandemic shook a lot of niggas up. And the rap game is in a chokehold. It's on its way out. So everybody on their way to becoming podcasters. But I told y'all this years ago. I told y'all this like 5-6 years ago that this was going to happen. And I kept repetitiously saying the same thing to the point to where that people was like, oh, this nigga keeps saying the same thing. But now everything that I've been teaching y'all for years, it ain't coming true. And I can't see the comment section. There we go. Fright Night Gaming just dropping some of the pop hash. Y'all get the likes up. Thank you for sponsoring as well. Anybody else that put anything in the super chat, shout out to y'all. I can't see it right now because whatever FBI agent is working behind the scene to sabotage my page and emailing me acting like they trying to fix my page. They not fixing it. They making sure every time that I go live, I get lesser and lesser views on my lives and lesser views on my own videos. But the show must go on. It is what it is. We can't keep crying over spilt milk. I done proved that to y'all 1,000 times over and over and over again. And tonight I'm not even having no tolerance. My mods don't have no tolerance with the bots in the comment section. Just straight block them. It's one thing for a person to disagree with me. It's another thing for people to get disrespectful. Straight block them. Anybody in the comment section getting disrespectful, block them. Get them up out of here. Ain't no love for the other side. We ain't come here to play games, and we ain't come here for niggas to be spamming either. Like I said, for years I've been telling y'all the same thing repetitiously over and over and over again. And now it's real. Oh, he preaching fear. Was them little girls in fear? When them rivers came up out of nowhere in Texas and swallowed all those kids up? Yeah, they was petrified. And they still missing. Over 117 of them, last time I checked, between 117 and 113 kids dead. Oh, that's right, we desensitized, right? All I really want to say is they don't really care about us. Yeah. And everybody's stealing my saying now. Nobody was using that Michael Jackson shit, but they doing it.
Just so you know, ICE is getting ready to do large-scale arrests at the happiest place on Earth, Disneyland. What a goddamn shit show. Millions and millions of dollars given to this Gestapo. Couldn't find money to feed low-income children. Couldn't find money to help Medicaid, Medicare. Couldn't find money to keep SNAP going. But hell, they can spend as much money as they want trying to make America white again. The American Fascist Party, better known as the AFP, scotch taped together by their puppet, Captain Von Schitz's pants, usually stained orange. Backing him is the white supremacist Nazi Stephen Miller. And Jebediah Dinkelshire Vance coming up the rear. Steamy, maybe literally. Oh, the American Fascist Party. Maybe they should make new hats. You know what I mean? Enjoy your Sunday.
White people are speaking out. This is white people speaking out. This is Trump. This is Trump's people speaking out. MAGA is not in support of Trump anymore. They got a lot to say.
If you care about the Texas floods, you need to hear the news that the New York Times just broke, because we learned yesterday that the National Weather Service's forecasts were not to blame. No weather balloon launches were missed. Forecasts did predict heavy rain, and notifications of flooding were given hours in advance. The issue was that the warnings went out in the middle of the night. Someone has to get the information and act on it. Someone with the job title of, oh, I don't know, how about a warning coordination meteorologist, which is the name of one of the empty positions in the National Weather Service's San Antonio field office. Why is it vacant, you might ask? This position, which, and I quote, is meant to work with local emergency managers to plan for floods, including when and how to warn local residents and help them evacuate. This position has been vacant since April 30th because the person who was in that job took Trump's early retirement package. Now, that's the San Antonio office, which covers a much larger downstream area from where the major flooding occurred. San Angelo office, which covers Kerr County, was missing a senior hydrologist, staff forecaster, and meteorologist in charge. Overall, between the two offices covering the flood area, the job vacancy rate is double what it was when Trump took office. This all points at a much larger issue that Trump and his MAGA cult just do not understand. Yes, it is annoying that we live in a world with frustrating, unpredictable problems. And yes, it is expensive to deal with those frustrating and unpredictable problems. But it's the reality we live in, even if it's a reality that Trump is incapable of facing. Because what we're seeing right now is the consequence of his ignorant, naive fantasy, where he can fix everything faster than anyone else, where he can make everything better than anyone else, and where he can do everything cheaper than anyone else. And the best news is, it only takes 2 weeks. Sorry, America, but that's con man shit. And 75 million Americans played the role of the mark perfectly.
Ooh. I like how he said that. The role of the mark. Could that be the mark of the... No comment. Keep your foot on the neck, my nigga. And don't stop your purpose. Don't lose focus on the mission at hand. You saved my life. OJC, thank you for sponsoring this war, family. White people are talking while black people are tuning in to celebrity gossip. Like, listen, man, we are so weak as a people, and we looked upon as so stupid by our own people that Troy Ave, after taking a stand and snitching on Taxstone, ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it, and going to jail and crying about doing a gun, right? 1 year for a gun. He got 1 year. The nigga comes home and stage a shootout where he thought that y'all was so stupid that nobody wasn't going to look into the arrest record because he's a felon. But this is what they're selling you in a direction that they got you looking in while doomsday prophecies is happening. While the earth is ringing like a bell, giving Braxton hits like a pregnant woman about to give birth to Satan himself. As we usher in AI, the jinn, artificial intelligence, the jinn, who are 10 times smarter than mankind. Huh? Woo? Scooby-Dooby-Doo? The jinn. The unseen, the hidden. While white people are using their voice to bring awareness to missing children in earthquakes and storms, Cardi B's on the internet talking about carpet munching. The first time she ate the kitty cat. Meow. No wonder why Kanye West called her out for being an FBI plant in the industry. She's not producing music. The girl had what, 1 album? And every time it's something serious going on, you know, like the planet Sirius, every time something serious is going on, they turn up the volume of celebrity gossip in the black section. Meanwhile, in the white section, where white people have become the new black people, where they're compassionate towards the things that's going on in the world, the black heart became black. Literally dark, cold, hardened. And when you take a compassionate heart and you turn it cold and hard, that means you're spiritually dead. And when you allow yourself to become spiritually dead, you know what happens? You die from a spiritual heart attack, and you have God Almighty, because I don't call God the universe. No, the universe belongs to God Almighty. And the laws of the universe and the laws of the land belongs to God Almighty. And when you turn your back on compassion as a people, God will turn his back on you, soldier boy.
On the DOJ and FBI review, the findings of that review, the Attorney General briefed
on what? On
the DOJ and FBI
on what?
review.
On what subject?
Epstein. Okay. On Epstein. Of the review of the files, Attorney General CAMPBELL.
A very quick briefing.
Did she tell you? What did she tell you about the review? And specifically, did she tell you at all that your name appeared in the file?
No. She's given us just a very quick briefing, and in terms of the credibility of the different things that they've seen. And I would say that, these files were made up by Comey, they were made up by Obama, they were made up by the Biden, we went through years of that with the Russia hoax, with all of the different things that we had to go through. We've gone through years of it, but she's handled it very well.
The Russia
hoax?
It's
going to be up to her. Whatever she thinks is credible, she should release. Yeah.
On Texas, how many more seats do you want the Republicans to?
The Russia hoax? What is the Russia hoax? And now that your buddy, your right-hand man, Elon Musk, said your name is on that list, now that list is fake? But what's puzzling to me is, why isn't the Democratic Party coming out and calling Trump a liar for saying that the list is fake? Damn, I forgot to get that footage ready for y'all. I might have to do another live so we can play the list that Rizza Islam read off. Yeah, this is a list. Black people are silent while white people are speaking up.
Hey, did you guys see this? So the other day, I made a post about the floods in Texas. Right? Well, this shit's happening everywhere, all over the country now. Flash floods, entire buildings being swept away, streets turning into rivers in minutes. Over in New Mexico, water levels rose 20 feet in 30 minutes in this little town called Ruidoso. Chicago just got hit too. 5 inches of rain dumped in half an hour. 5 inches. Take a second to comprehend what that means. Talking about flooding streets, subways, homes look like war zones. It's out of control. But here's the question, and nobody's asking it. Why are we all of a sudden seeing these kinds of floods back to back all across the country? Why is that happening? First it was Texas, now it's New Mexico, then Chicago. It's happening all over. And before any of you screams, oh, it's climate change, let's slow down for a second, right? Because what if this isn't nature? What if it's manufactured? Cloud seeding, weather modification, geoengineering. This shit isn't conspiracy theory. At least not anymore. The CEO of Rainmaker, which is one of the largest private weather modification companies out there, the dude literally admitted on the Sean Ryan podcast that they could be liable for flooding and avalanches. All kinds of shit caused by their programs. Think about that. Translation, they can cause it and they know it. So if you start seeing flash floods wipe out entire towns in 30 minutes, and then you're supposed to just accept it as the weather, like you're not crazy for asking questions about this stuff. Because if I had to guess, I'd say there's a possibility that they want to pin a supposed lack of response on Donald Trump so that they can lay track for a third impeachment. Call me crazy. What do I know? Anyhow, here's the part where it gets even darker, because a lot of these natural disasters seem to be hitting places that coincidentally have been earmarked for 15-minute cities for years. Those smart cities everybody's talking about. Think about that. You wipe out a town and you rebuild it in the image that you want. Use fear, destruction, and crisis to push a new infrastructure. And whether believe in cloud seeding or not, the patents are real. The government contracts are real. Rainmaker and other companies just like it are doing the same shit, and that is real. The impact is real. So maybe it's time to stop pretending that this is normal. We need to start asking questions. We need to start looking deeper. Because I can tell you this, the people pulling the strings are sure as hell hoping that you won't.
The puppet master? The same puppet master that's controlling Trump? Huh? I mean, sure, we can sit up here and talk about how Charlston Wright, you know, Adin Ross just exposed the fact that he seen Charlston Wright his beef stick. Yeah. After he told everybody that he wanted to smash Charlston Wright, now he's sitting up there on the air. I forgot to load the clip up for y'all. I'll load it up and do a pre-recorded for y'all. Yeah. We can sit up there and talk about the fact that Charlston Wright went through the door. He wanted in and they accepted him. Now he's playing with Jewish beef sticks. Adin Ross's. His meat. Or we can get down to the nitty-gritty and talk about this real stuff that's going on. Y'all violate that like button.
Mr. President, you released this statement and you want to know why it matters and who cares. Well, the victims care, we care. I'm maybe nobody, but I voted for you 3 times, and I've stated publicly that it's a hill that I'm willing to die on. Your Attorney General that you say is doing a fantastic job, she unsolicitedly and personally handed me a notebook with redacted, declassified files from court documents and said this was the first phase of what was going to be transparency from the administration on this issue. We didn't ask for that. We chose to believe that the administration was going to take the next steps in doing something about it, and now we're being told that nothing is going to be done, that it doesn't matter. Well, it does matter, and it is still a hill worth dying on, because a society built on this level of deception and perversion is no society at all, and it's certainly not a republic, sir. So I respectfully ask you, please reconsider the position on this for what it's worth coming from me. I voted for you 3 times, but I'm not anybody. But I'm asking you, sir, truth matters. There's a woman in jail because somebody's guilty. There's a man who's mysteriously dead that we know was guilty. Who else was involved? That's all we're asking for. It's what we want to know. And somebody else was involved, and somebody knows who it was. So we're asking you, pleading with you. Please, sir. And God bless you, Mr. President. Let's do the right thing.
Epstein said Elon Musk said he was involved. What are we talking about? White people are losing faith in Donald Trump. The mega crew are losing faith in Donald Trump. That means we're in a lot of trouble. You know what's crazy? Because I love this story right here. Check this out.
Kerr County Sheriff Larry Lida says to apply for a green card for the Mexican rescue team that rescued his family, and that they will not be restricted from entering or exiting the U.S. border in the future. This statement caused a public outcry because Sheriff Lida, who is known for being tough on immigrants, has finally broken his silence by standing in front of the camera with a solemn look on his face and saying, "I owe them my family's life." No one would have expected that to come from Sheriff Lida, and Kerr County was one of the hardest hit areas. The sheriff's daughter and 2 young grandchildren were tragically trapped, and when the local rescue effort was overwhelmed, a specialized rescue team sent by the President of Mexico marched across the border to help. Relying on extraordinary courage, the team managed to reach the isolated farmhouse and safely rescued all those trapped, including the sheriff's family. Sheriff Lida could no longer look at his neighbors across the river the way he used to, that human life has no nationality, about a people, the Mexican people. They showed the world once again that when it all falls apart, they're the first ones to start rebuilding.
Them people went underwater, opened up a car, pulled that man's family out, and brought them to safety after this man mistreated, disrespected, and violated those people across that border. But they came over here and saved his family. And because of that, he has a change of heart. That used to be us, black people. We let the love of money corrupt us to the point to where that we don't have a heart anymore. And the funny part about it is that we don't even have money. My bad, people. They keep, it's like I can't see. I don't know why they keep. Yeah, they keep blocking out my messages, so I can't even see nothing. Now I see my messages. All right, good. Couldn't even see my messages. Black people, we are losing our compassion as a people. Our hearts is turning as cold as a pack of ice, and white people are crying out and being compassionate.
White supremacy and the politics of white supremacy never died in this country. It only evolved. The Department of Homeland Security is partnering with the state of Florida to create what is called the Alligator Alcatraz, is what they're calling it. It's really the Alligator Auschwitz. It's a concentration camp for immigrants all over the country. Anyway, the Department of Homeland Security posted this picture with alligators with an ice hat on top of the alligator's head stating, "Coming soon." And basically the implication is that we will feed migrants and immigrants to alligators if they try to escape our authority. But what makes this really disgusting is that this didn't start with white people and immigrants. This started with slave owners and enslaved babies that they used to use as alligator bait. During the 1800s and 1900s in this country, they had literal ads that would use black babies as alligator bait to lure out the alligators for white hunters to shoot them. And you can see all types of artwork depicting the same thing, because this country has always been racist. And there was even a lullaby created by a racist white lady saying, "Mammy's little alligator bait." And it was like a nursery rhyme. And when you research this, it says African-American babies were being used as alligator bait. It really happened, and it happened to real people. You see, the truth is, white racist people in this country have always looked at black people and brown people as being subhuman, as being worthless creatures. So when we see posts like this, we've realized that it's just racist white people doing what racist white people have always done in this country.
That old school bloodline is being activated. Yeah. Because the white people that joined in to help us when we was going through the old school wars of slavery, or what they called slavery. See, words are spells. I told y'all before, we was never slaves. We was prisoners of war, kidnapped off of the battlefield, and then enslaved. See, once you realize and you put the true caption above who we are, then it sets your mentality and it wakes you up in your DNA, and it makes you remember who you were as a people. And then when you start to realize that we done allowed ourselves to be separated. Like I done told so many people, I don't want my children to be independent. I want them to be like the Jewish community where they ball the fist and they hold each other down. Then people roll in packs and they hold each other down. While the children of slavery, we want to be independent. We want to be the man by ourselves. And that's why when you fall on hard times, you look like Dame Dash, my nigga. When your ego get too big and you don't make sure everybody around you is all right, you find yourself looking like Dame Dash, my nigga. And shout out to Dame Dash. United we stand, or divided we fall. Because when you find yourself in a situation where one of these colonizers decide they want to turn the heat up on you and your family, now you on social media, now you want to fight, now you want to care when it's one of your kids. And see, that's the problem. We done got so desensitized, we don't care until it affects us. That's not me, because I see where this world is turning. I see whole federal and state offices being shut down with 30s and 100,000 workers being shut down. And we're not even nowhere near that, nowhere near over with this term that dogs got going on. Can you guarantee within the next 3 to 4 years that you still gonna have a job and AI is not gonna replace you? You think you safe? With all these budget cuts, you really think that you're safe? And I be laughing because niggas be like, what you gonna do when YouTube ain't here? Nigga, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? When they remove the salary cap on Section 8 in public housing and you can't afford to pay for that, what are you gonna do when the earth starts ringing like a bell and them buildings fall down on top of you? And the same people, the same Mexicans and the people that's from overseas, those are the people that know how to dig you out. Black people don't know how to get you from up under that rubble. The only thing black people know how to do is brag about starting hip hop. Oh, we do got a culture. Oh, that's your culture? That's the only thing y'all good for? Singing and dancing and basketball. You're worthless, my nigga. Let me be the first to tell you what nobody ain't tell you. How 50 Cent, matter of fact, 50 told y'all when his album came out. He said, mama told me to give you some words of encouragement. All right, get your beer and get on the curb because you ain't going to amount to be nothing. And that's what we seeing. A bunch of 40-year-old grandmammies and grandpappies on Instagram that ain't got nothing but the outfits that they got on their back, and they bragging and bragging. You're braggadocious. Hood popular, hood famous, Instagram famous. Like, share, and subscribe to all your stupidity and ignorance as the world is crying out for help. Y'all think it's a game. I loves my America, nigga. America don't love you, my nigga. Why would it take white people to start bringing awareness to these type of topics when black people should be the #1 people talking about these topics? I loves my America, nigga. America ain't never loved you, my nigga. Go stand in the corner. America ain't never loved you. Nigga, you don't even love yourself.
Breaking news. We now know exactly what the conditions are inside the Alligator Alcatraz concentration camp. The first detainees are bringing distressing news. Toilets that don't flush, temperatures that go from freezing to sweltering, a hospital visit, giant bugs, and little or no access to showers or toothbrushes, much less confidential calls with attorneys. 3 detainees told their wives that the bugs were getting inside. One of them saying that the grasshoppers were the size of his hand, were springing into the tent, and that the biggest mosquitoes he had ever seen in his motherfucking life were getting inside the tent too. One detainee, a Cuban reggaeton artist, told CBS News and other local news outlets that the lights are on inside the facility 24 hours a day. Much like in the documents when Kilmar Abrego Garcia, the Maryland man who was illegally deported to El Salvador, came back to the U.S. and told us the conditions of the mega prison in El Salvador. He told us the same thing. It was overcrowded cells with no windows, bright lights that remained on 24 hours a day, and minimal access to sanitation. Specifically when there are no clocks and there is scant sunlight coming in through the heavy-duty tents, making it difficult for them to even know whether it's day or night. Then, another detainee said that the air is hot inside the tent, as he's talking on the phone with shorted breath. It was 96 degrees near Alligator Alcatraz Tuesday afternoon, which meant that it felt like 105 degrees. So they're frying in the heat with 105-degree weather, they can't get good sleep, they're disoriented, there's no sanitation, no plumbing, the toilets don't flush, and on top of that, Katie Blankenship, an attorney and co-founder of Sanctuary for the South, a legal services network that's supposed to be helping these people, has been unable to get in touch with a new client whose wife called last week. There's no number to call anybody at the facility. His name wasn't even showing in the online website kept by U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement. She's asked ICE officials to confirm his whereabouts, but her emails have gone unanswered. Essentially, these people are being disappeared. And not only that, but the wife of another Guatemalan detainee said she was trying to get an immigration attorney to help represent her husband, but that she couldn't because she was having trouble finding someone to take the case because of the lack of information regarding his whereabouts. So on top of the fact that they're being inhumanely treated at this fucking facility, they can't even get legal representation because they're not giving the proper information to ensure that these people have legal representation. And when detainees call their loved ones, their conversations are recorded. And the state has yet to provide them with a way to call their legal counsel through a secure line that they're not monitoring. And I need y'all to understand that this is only the beginning, because now ICE and the Department of Homeland Security has just been given $178 billion through the big bullshit bill in order to create more concentration camps like this.
Now, King James 313, what country loves and respects black culture more than America? Just seen a black Russian go back to Russia and get her wig readjusted thinking she was home. Nigga, who you think you talking to? Black people are enslaved by their own culture. Black culture, what you call black culture, which is that rap music, only the rich profits off of it. Everybody else is enslaved by it. And the ones that they made rich billionaires are child boogeymen. They child monsters. And government plants. What are you talking about? Who's benefiting off of black culture, stupid? Show me who. So much to where that, I mean, they got documentaries with New Edition, Boys to Men, BBD. Them niggas is talking about they made pennies. While the colonizers made billions of dollars off of your culture, niggas made pennies. And now every artist like Prodigy that stood for something is telling you that your culture has been turned into a weapon of mass destruction and your kids is out in the street killing each other because of that culture, the rap game, the crack game. What are we talking about? What has the culture done for black people? Nothing. What has black rappers and actors did for black people? Nothing. They said 80% of Americans don't even have $5,000 in a bank account. And you talking about black culture? You can't even get a black woman to get in the goddamn kitchen and cook a Sunday dinner no more. What the fuck is you talking about? Who you think you talking to? What black culture? When I log on to social media, the #1 trending topics is black women dogging black men and black men dogging black women. What are we talking about? They got a new wave now. They got all the black men trying to get their money up to go overseas to get wives. Because now all these chicks done turned into video vixens. Niggas is married to women where your wife is the side chick. You wonder why she ain't giving you no ass. You paying all the bills, being a suck at home while she going to take care of some dirty, dusty nigga in the hood who piping her back down and sending her home to you with an attitude. What black culture? Love don't live in a black house no more. Women are teaming up with their friends over their man. What are you talking about? Men are running outside to the streets and hanging out on the street corners. They'd rather die on a street corner than spend too many hours in a house arguing with that nappy head bitch with a wig. What are you talking about? Nigga, you got the wrong one. You can't talk to me like you talking to a dummy. I'm not new at this. You can't talk with culture. Remember we used to have grandmothers? When the last time you heard a child call their grandmother grandma? When, my nigga? What culture? Y'all niggas like to lie to yourselves. The #1 enemy to the black man is the black woman in America. What are you talking about? What culture? Am I lying? Press 1 if you agree with me. The black woman is the #1 enemy to the black man in America. As soon as you get yourself out the streets Your number one enemy becomes that chick you got to face every day with the nasty energy. What are we talking about? Niggas be sitting in the goddamn car before they go in the building. Sitting in the car for like an hour and a half before they go in the building so they can mentally get themselves together to deal with this bitch. What are we talking about? If you looking for me to sugarcoat shit over here, not on this channel. And you just waiting for her to get it together. Or she waiting for you to get it together. But it ain't getting it together. And every day you contemplating on leaving her or she contemplating on leaving you because you like, damn, is this the end? Every day gonna be a miserable day? No happy days. No happy days. No happy days. What culture? What culture are you talking about? What culture? You can't lie to me. Your macaroni and cheese, my nigga. Bitches these days is making Velveeta. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? Niggas ain't having family gatherings like we used to have. Now we got gatekeepers over the family. When Granny died, you got certain family members that rose up and started having separate events when other family members couldn't come to. That shit never happened when in mama's house, in grandma's house, but the generation after and the generation after. What culture? What culture? Stop lying to yourself. Stop lying to yourself. The biggest rap artist in the world right now is Drake. And he's from Canadian. And he's sitting up there talking shit, telling Americans, y'all don't even rap better than Canadian rappers. You know why? Because the machine then passed the torch to so many different states after they took it from the Bronx and never gave it back. That niggas started trying to rap like everybody else. What culture? New York don't even have its own style anymore. It turned into Chicago drill rap. What culture? Dread Mega, salute highs. We sponsoring this war. Thank you, family, for sponsoring this war. And if the super chat ain't working, y'all make sure y'all hit me up at my Cash App, $ HASSAN Campbell. I ain't come here to play no games with y'all. I didn't come here to play no games. The problem with it is with black people got too much ego. You got way too much ego. And one thing I can't stand is a black man or a black woman that finally gets a job. And then y'all so pro-America. America loves me because they finally let you in, my nigga. America ain't never loved you. Stop lying to yourself. God loves my America. Not me. Absolutely not. You ain't gonna sit up there and have me comparing notes. Go to any other country, nigga. I want what I want in my country, my land of milk and honey, under my rules, under my kingdom, and my blood in my veins is the blood of my ancestors. I want back what was taken from me, and I'm not settling for less. I don't care about what they doing over in somebody else's country. All I know is I'm a ruler that needs to be in position to rule. And I can't rule until I get in position. And I can't get in position because you niggas can't see yourself in position. So I got to sit back and patiently wait for somebody in my bloodline, if they don't get their TV turned off in the hospital or get a nice dose of autism so they can't rise up and get back what was taken. I want what's mine. Y'all just want to fit in. I want to stand out. I don't want to be a worker punching the clock. I can't wait to get off of work so I can relax. No, nigga, you gonna work till you die. And you better hope you don't get a pink slip. I might crack a smile, but ain't a damn thing funny. Mr. Montanez Whip, thank you for sponsoring this war, family. Appreciate you. That revolutionary spirit went in the garbage. The white man is the new black man. White people done became compassionate. All black people want to do is rap. All y'all niggas want to do is rap. Funny part about it is, you talking about your culture, niggas don't even want to. Nigga, I play rap music to support the niggas that's coming up trying to, you know, get their music out there. Outside, I don't listen to this shit unless I'm driving in the car and I'm just trying to kill goddamn time. Outside of that, I don't listen to this shit. I play R&B. Don't nobody want to hear no shoot 'em up, bang, bang every day. And half these goddamn rappers rapping about shit that they ain't got and ain't never gonna have. Charles Wilson, Brother Hassan, you a real chosen one. Keep shining real bright. Much respect. Peace. So thank you, family, for sponsoring this war. Appreciate you. Don't get me wrong. I got rappers out there that I like. But when you trying to grow mentally, physically, spiritually, financially, you can't listen to that shit all day. When you trying to grow mentally, physically, spiritually, financially, you can't listen to that shit all day. You can't. It keeps you stuck on stupid. I mean, what you think, I'm a lie to you? There's a time and a place for everything. There's a time when I'm in the mood and I'm sitting up there and I'm blasting, you know, Swelly, Five Guard, and all the rest of the other rappers that I be listening to. And then there's a time where I turn that shit off. In order for you to be great in life, sometimes you have to turn everything off and be silent. And listen to your inner self and get on your knees and talk to the God, the one God, the one who created the fake Anunnaki. And I'm going to tell y'all again, stop letting people try to convince you that God ain't real because they don't believe in God. Don't let them confuse you. Yeah, God was hiding in the bushes from the Garden of Eden from Adam. We know they played with the Bible. In your soul, you know that God is real. Okay, they play games. They don't want to be under religion. It's the universe. It ain't that sucker ass Anunnaki. Them hiding ass niggas that you ain't never seen. Where they at? They are so big, so mighty, and so powerful. Now they created you and now they hiding. Got out of here with that. I don't know why y'all keep hitting me with that Anunnaki nonsense. The Culture Urban News, you speaking truth to the power here. Thank you, family, for sponsoring this war. Like, playtime is over. Everybody doing the same thing and talking the same thing. The internet then became sickening. There come a time and a place where things get real in this world. It gets real. I see a lot of white compassion, but I'm not seeing black compassion.
It's time to speak up. ICE is now removing undocumented foster children from their foster homes. Removing foster children from their foster homes for deportation. Y'all, I've been working in the foster care system for 28 years. I'm a former foster mom, and I adopted 4 children from foster care and fostered many others. And I have represented hundreds of children who are in foster care. And one thing
all of these children have in common is they have all been through trauma to one degree or another. We are taking children who have already been through trauma and removing them from foster homes for deportation. There will be a reckoning for this in this life or the next. For those of you who are supporting this, there will be a reckoning for this in this life or the next. And for those of you who are sitting silently by while these atrocities are unfolding before our eyes, there will be a reckoning. Go love your neighbor.
You would have never thought, you would have never paid me in a million years to believe that white people would be so compassionate towards our people. The browns and the yellows, and we just so cold-hearted. Wow. Y'all ain't hear what she said? She spoke it into the universe. There will be a reckoning in this life or in the hereafter. That's when you know you hate the crime that happened, what was done that was so foul. You hate it in your heart so much that you pray it into the next world like, nigga, you won't escape it. Meanwhile, you got Cam and Mase on the internet. And I love Cam and Mase, but Mase is a pastor. How you not speaking on doomsday prophecies being fulfilled right in front of your face? Because the nigga was bought and paid for. Here to keep you dumb. Keep you distracted and entertained. So you neglect your soul. And the state that you die in right now is the state that you're going to be risen in the hereafter. See, because when the day of reckoning comes, you got to stand in front of God Almighty, not the sucker ass Anunnaki. When you got to stand in front of God, not the hiding ass Anunnaki that can't be found. Since the beginning of time, the devil's biggest trick was to make you not believe in God. I'm not telling you what religion to go chase. I'm telling you to take them steps. Because the only thing promised to you is the grave. And we got some of the biggest challenges in front of our face right now. And we are so engulfed in celebrity gossip that it's disgusting. CJ Talk That Talk, Haas. Thank you for sponsoring the War Family. Appreciate you. I didn't come in here to fit in. I came in here to stand out. You stupid niggas really keep telling yourself that you got a culture? How the fuck you got a culture when you don't even know your grandkids? Your son ain't being a father to his kid, and you wasn't a father to your kid. How do you have a culture when you don't even know your grandson? You wasn't there for your little nigga, and he wasn't there for his little nigga. And the baby mama left him with Nana. Now she's grandma, but her kids don't call her grandma because she's not taking care of the grandkid that comes from her son. She don't want nothing to do with his baby mother. What culture? When I go to the park, I see the Mexicans in there playing soccer with the whole family, even pushing the kids in the stroller, chasing the ball. When you go to the hood, well, you know what? I should have taped, I should have taped little man. I swear to God, I should have taped him. But out of respect for his family, I ain't taped the little nigga. I'm sitting up there talking to him, and he like, yo, I'm asking him, yo, what's up? You be going to the park? Nah, I can't go to the park. Why you can't go to the park? Because they be shooting in there. Because they be shooting in there. That's your culture. Ignorance. Nigga shit. Y'all in love with the nigga shit. Lying to yourself. Okay. We created hip hop in the Bronx, my home, my Mecca, my town. The shit ain't the same no more. It's been hijacked. They cast a spell over it. It's not the same no more. It's poison. And you bragging about it. One of the #1 rappers that you see around the world today is Fat Joe. That's not his culture. Lean back. Lean back. Your culture has been hijacked. When Big Pun died, his wife went to the shelter. Fat Joe went to a mansion. What culture? It's a disease. When the last time you heard somebody trying to keep Scott LaRock name alive? You don't. Every time I turn around, somebody trying to just discredit Tupac. Oh, he wasn't a thug. No, what you really trying to say was he wasn't really a revolutionary. His voice was one of the most powerful voices. Let's scratch the fact that y'all talking about he wasn't a thug. Let's scratch that. Because I know of bodies that Tupac then dropped throughout the years that I would still not speak on. And other people know about him too. So y'all sit up there talking about, oh, he shot 2 police, my nigga. And if y'all knew that the history of Tupac, Tupac shot a little girl as well. He shot a little girl as well. If y'all looked into it, Tupac was in a nasty shootout and he shot a little girl. There's a lot of shootings that y'all don't know about with Tupac that happened with that revolutionary. It took Trump to speak out against homosexuality in the schools. So now y'all trying to turn Tupac into a homosexual. And I ain't gonna lie, some of that stuff looked funny, but Pac spoke out against that. So if he was raised by a woman and he had feminine ways, I still stand with Pac. Paperwork on Pac, nigga. Let me tell you something, man. Some of y'all niggas need to get told on. I personally can't even wait for some of y'all to go to jail. Some of y'all need to go to Alligator Alcatraz. Let's just keep it funky. Some of y'all, the world is a better place without you. It's just being real. Some people are just taking up space on this earth. You're never going to amount to be nothing. And the world is a better place without you. It is. Why am I going to lie to myself? I just be being disgusted. You literally going to work till you die. Work till you die. If you have a job.
This is what it's come to. A U.S. citizen is being held in a detention center by ICE. Not a resident, not a green card holder, not even someone who had applied for citizenship and gotten it, like as a grown-up, which would be valid if he had. No, he was born here in the state of Georgia. And he was traveling to Tallahassee, and there's a law in the books, which is being challenged, by the way, in Florida, that says it's illegal for an undocumented person to enter the state. The car he was in was pulled over. He wasn't driving. He was the passenger. He was suspected of no crime other than being an undocumented person entering the state, and he was arrested for that. And then he had a court date where his mother showed up with his birth certificate, handed it to the judge. The judge confirmed this is an authentic birth certificate. This person is a U.S. citizen by birth, and my hands are tied. There's nothing I can do because he's on a federal ICE hold.
Wow.
His crime was being brown and having a Latino name. That's what he was guilty of. And he is still incarcerated right now as a U.S. fucking citizen. Hey, Miami Cubans that are all pro-Trump. This can be you. It happens this easy. People who aren't getting due process are being shipped to a prison in El Salvador. And now people who are U.S. citizens and are proving I'm a U.S. citizen are still being incarcerated. You need to be worried.
Now, you ain't got to worry. Brother Hassan, you powerful, rare, chosen one. You're very direct, straightforward, upfront, awesome, respect, peace, soul to you and your family. Thank you, family. Appreciate you. I'm just saying. Y'all think it... Evil is showing itself. And the problem is, it's too many of y'all listening to these fake, I don't even know what the, like these fake ass, one thing I can't stand, that RBG section, I cannot stand them niggas. Yeah, the RBG section, the niggas that you only see on the internet, you never see in the hood in real life, those, I can't stand them. And see that shit y'all did to Fat Joe? That don't work on me, my nigga. That don't work on me. Because I come from the real nigga section. The real. Where niggas say he really cut from a different cloth. Yeah, I'm different. And y'all make me so sick with that, oh, the sun is heating up. And things is about to get changed, nigga. You about to be reduced back to rubble again. You ain't been in power since the days of Nimrod. You ain't been in power since the days of Nimrod. Half the stuff y'all reading in these books is lies. And you think that this colonizer is going to let you just wake up one day and inherit the earth, something that you didn't even fight for? You have no farmland, sucker, because you're a sucker, because you weak. Huh? Let me talk to you, Mr. RBG. You have no farmland because you weak. You have no factories because you weak. Then y'all sit up there. We was kings and queens. You know what the word king means? Ruler. Nigga, you can't even rule over your woman. You have no control over your kids. How you calling yourself a king? We was kings and queens. Nigga, you ain't no king. Your mans ain't no kings neither. They workers. On a plantation for a billionaire. Punching the clock like a punk. And want somebody to call you a king. Stop playing with me. Abra, oh my God, love you, Hassan. May God Almighty bless you always. In Jesus' name, amen. I agree. Some people need to be shipped out in systems differently. Yes, most definitely. Playtime is over. We got to stop playing with people. Playtime is over. I always ask you, do you want the ugly truth or a beautiful lie? Some people be lying to themselves. You can say whatever you want to say about me, but certain things I'm just not putting up with. And lying to myself is one of them. I'm not lying to myself. Niggas be sounding stupid. Why y'all picking on Diddy? You didn't pick on, y'all didn't pick on Epstein. Like, shut up. So you want to compare a clean house to a dirty house? Well, their house is dirty. Why can't my house be dirty too? That's what you sound like every time y'all speak like that. And that's why you're never going to amount to be shit. Because every time somebody try to bring strength and status into this so-called community that we don't have, somebody is always trying to knock it down. Well, why we got to do it that way? Because you content. That's why some people have more than other people in life. Because some people's content and some people's not content. I'm not the nigga that settle. I'm going to go get everything I want. And see the difference between me and you niggas? I don't give a damn about no credit. My credit going to get... Fuck I look like worried about some credit. Here, let me get you up out of here real quick. Let me get you up out of here. Bye-bye. I don't give a goddamn about no credit. I wish I would be mad at myself because I owe some goddamn banker some money. I wish I would be mad at myself. Niggas be running around. I can't stand niggas that brag about their credit. And I got good credit. And I got money. Yeah, I got money. I wish I would brag about having good. We different. Credit. I don't respect credit. I don't respect the nigga that made credit. Credit? What are we talking about? You want to be in good standing with your colonizer? Hold up. Help me to understand something, right? Help me to understand something. I need to understand how y'all want reparations, but you want to have good credit too. They don't want to pay you for everything that they took from you. They took the earth, the planet from you, snatched the planet from you and gave you the projects. And you happy to be in good standing and have credit with your colonizer. That's the difference between me and you niggas. If I could die owing the bankers, the colonizers, $1 billion, $1 trillion, I would owe them $1 billion, $1 trillion. But you would have good credit and be sitting up there like you got a good report card with your colonizer. That's the difference between me and you. You a sucker, and I'm not. I don't want no good credit. I just learned how to play the system. I got good credit, but to be honest with you, that shit was an accident. Me getting good credit was an accident. I wasn't trying to get good credit. Me getting good credit was me learning not to hide money in the mattress no more. I got to be a grown man and start my own business and putting money in the account. Because if I didn't start keeping bank accounts, something that I was totally against at one point in time, I would never have no good credit. Don't get me to lying. We are not the same. We not. Your credit is only there to get you through the door to be in debt. To get you a house. To get you a car. They rarely going to give you a business loan. Why would they give you a business loan? You ain't showing them no money. Now, you might be able to get a business loan if you got some money. You showing them $50,000 in the bank, $100,000 in the bank. They're like, all right, he know how to play with money. They might. But rarely, they really don't. We different. We see through different eyes. I'm just sorry. I don't want good credit with my colonizer. I learned how to play the game, so I'll try to keep my credit good. But really, I don't care. I don't care. I don't want to be your pet. The one that you never acknowledge. Be different. My credit good. You know, I'll be trying to make my payments on time. I swear to God, one of my credit cards, my business cards, I swear to God, I think I missed the payment. I was late on the payment every month, probably like 5 or 6 days straight. I don't give a fuck. Now, Wanda, son, I'm rebellious. He a field nigga. He a house nigga. Me, I'm a runaway slave. America been good to me. No, it hasn't. Not to me. And I don't care what's going on in another country. I'm a king. I want better. How the hell y'all niggas ain't even satisfied with your woman. Your woman ain't even satisfied with you. But you satisfied with your colonizing country? You ain't satisfied with your spouse, but you satisfied with your country? That sold you crack, coke, and dope, and you satisfied? Get your hand out of my pocket. Some of y'all think y'all smart. Y'all ain't really all that smart. Y'all really stupid. I see some of the smartest people say some of the dumbest shit, and they think they smarter than me. No, you not. No, you not. Just because you can spell bigger words and you done went to some of the biggest schools and you done studied certain books, you smart in your field and I'm smart in mine. Because when it comes to life, you give me the opportunity, watch what I do with it. Give me the opportunity and watch what I do with it. And watch you settle. And be happy to punch the clock. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Kickabocker and Myrtle. I know this could not be real. I know this nigga did not just drop $1,000 in my comment section. I know he did not just drop $1,000 in my comment section. That's not real, right? That's not real, right? Oh shit. Thank you for sponsoring this war. Wow. Okay. That's what's up. Somebody out there respect the truth. I mean, come on. I could sit up here and give you the ugly truth, or I could give you a beautiful lie. It's just something scary about people running around, grabbing people and dropping them off in an area filled with alligators. It's just something scary about that to me. It's something not normal about that to me. I'm just sorry. There's something evil about that to me. The thought of it. Knowing that we getting ready to go into hurricane season. And that them tents is not going to be able to withstand hurricane season. It's something scary about that. I'm sorry. And I'm not the only one that's seeing it. I swear to God, I'm allergic to my own people. I'm really becoming allergic to my own people. Yeah, a lot of people don't like me. You know why a lot of people don't like me? Because they don't like the ugly truth. People like to feel comfortable living in piss and shit. People feel comfortable living in situations that this is they come. I'm not comfortable. I thank God because I have everything that I ever wanted in life. There's a couple of things that I could actually get. Now the only thing in life that I want is really the afterlife. To be forgiven from the Most High, Almighty God. Outside of that, a lot of you people ain't accomplished and ain't an extent. And see, the thing about it is with me, the things that I accomplished in life, I did it mentally disturbed, bugged out. My brain was dysfunctional, but I always knew because I was going through hurt, poverty, and pain, suffering from my childhood. Yeah, there was good times, but there was a lot of bad times. Yeah, there was good times, but there was a lot of bad times. And a lot of people don't like, a lot of niggas don't like to talk about it. I wasn't a bad kid. I became a product of my environment. How you think it feel to be in the 5th grade and have your 5th grade teacher tell you when you turn 18, you go into jail for murder? And when I turned 18, literally, September 3rd was my birthday. September 3rd. September 5th, Max got shot. I was on a run for shooting Max. September 6th, I think, 5th or 6th or 4th or 5th, like back to back. The next day, Boston C-Car, murder. So now I'm on a run for murders and attempted murders at the same time. being investigated for every homicide in the goddamn Bronx, becoming a product of my environment. Then I be arguing with certain people. Oh, you didn't have to go down that path. You're right. I could have been murdered. You know how many guns I got put in my face? How many guns? What's the procedure when you got a gun in your face? Huh? What do you do when you got a gun in your face? Do you get shot or you shoot back? The streets gave me some nasty options. That's why I say all the time, if you got the money and the means to get your kids out of the hood and you don't, it's child abuse. If you don't have it, it's okay. Just hate the hood in your heart. I would never be in love with my colonizer. The hood is a new colonizer. The hood has become one of the greatest colonizers of black people. And you love it? And you love it? Are you serious? You in love with the crack valves and the dope fiends and the needles? You got hood pride? And that brings me to Mano again. Mano, again. A nigga that sat up there and said to St. Laz, he ain't gonna argue with a nigga that's taking the train. But you gonna go back to the hood on Mano Day and stand around a bunch of people who's taking the train. You too good to argue with a nigga that takes the train, but you gonna go back to Brooklyn on Mano Day and hang out with a bunch of people that take the train, knowing that you think little of them, and they're gonna stand there and you called the nigga Traino now because he takes the train. So what about all them people that live in your old buildings, in your old neighborhood? But who am I to judge, right? Because that's what they say about me. Yeah, that nigga running around judging everybody. Yeah, I bet. I'm judging myself too, my nigga. But back to the new black man, which is the white man.
So Trump comes out yesterday and he's like, we're still talking about this creep. We're talking about Epstein. I don't like this. And let me tell you why I don't like it, Steve. Suddenly, the enemies of Donald Trump are silent. Why aren't Hakeem Jeffries and Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer and those guys, why aren't they saying anything about it? Why aren't they publicly posting anything on X? They're not doing anything. And suddenly Trump is not, they're not trying to kill him.
They should be coming at him from the aspect, look, he's trying to sweep it under the rug. What has he got to hide? And they're not.
They should be. I mean, just a couple of weeks ago, after Elon Musk posted the thing about Trump being on the list, the Harry Sissons and the Krasensteins, the Democrats were suddenly saying, release the list. We literally had Democrats begging for the list. And now nothing? And they're not trying to kill the man anymore. That concerns me because it tells me there's something going on that Donald Trump is no longer a threat to them. You're either here for the truth or you're not. I'm not here to blow smoke up your blouse. I'm not here to do that. I'm gonna tell you the truth. If your enemies are suddenly agreeing with you, there ought to be a pause and say why. If I'm no longer going against the flow, if I'm not catching friction, then that means I've embraced the status quo, and it could be that the swamp finally got me. I hope that's not true.
Did you hear what he said? Was you listening? Did you hear what he said? Now I'm gonna play that again.
So Trump comes out yesterday and he's like, we're still talking about this creep. We're talking about Epstein. I don't like this. And let me tell you why I don't like it, Steve. Suddenly, the enemies of Donald Trump are silent. Why aren't Hakeem Jeffries and Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer and those guys, why aren't they saying anything about it? Why aren't they publicly posting anything on X? They're not doing anything. And suddenly Trump is not, they're not trying to kill him.
They should be coming at him from the aspect, look, he's trying to sweep it under the rug. What has he got to hide? And they're not.
They should be. I mean, just a couple of weeks ago, after Elon Musk posted the thing about Trump being on down the list, the Harry Sissons and the Krasensteins, the Democrats were suddenly saying, release the list. We literally had Democrats begging for the list. And now nothing? And they're not trying to kill the man anymore. That concerns me because it tells me there's something going on that Donald Trump is no longer a threat to them. You're either here for the truth or you're not. I'm not here to blow smoke up your blouse. I'm not here to do that. I'm gonna tell you the truth. If your enemies are suddenly agreeing with you, there ought to be a pause and say why. If I'm no longer going against the flow, if I'm not catching friction, then that means I've embraced the status quo, and it could be that the swamp finally got me. I hope that's not true.
See, I'm the type of nigga, right? If I got your back, I got your back. But it's but so far. My hypocrisy could go like, nah. And see, I don't like being lied to. When I believe in you, and you make me not believe in you, I'm not one of them dudes that's gonna be like Anton Daniels and some of these other black dudes. And shout out to Anton, because he got a right to believe in what he want to believe. He still want to go with the Trump chain. Nah. Once you sold me a mission and you told me you stood for something and then you reneged, nigga, I'm throwing you in the garbage. That's it. Ain't nothing else to talk about. You ain't my man's, my nigga. You a politician. And my motto was never to trust a politician. I didn't go out and vote, but I convinced my followers to vote for this nigga. Never will I do that again. Never. I'd rather sit it out and let the shit show just happen than to actually put my stamp of approval behind evil. You can't come out and act like you the toughest president ever and you the realest president ever and then turn around and fold and bend. And become a weak nigga to them people overseas. Niggas got a message for you, Trump.
Pissing on our head and calling it rain. Nobody's buying it. Release the list.
They protected those that preyed on children for far too long. It's time for somebody to be the hero.
Release the list.
Release the fucking list. Release the list.
Release the list.
How about you release the list? Let's start there.
I can't believe we gotta say this at this point in time, but release the list.
Where's the list? Release the list. Yo, release the fucking list.
Release the list.
Release the list.
Hey, come here. I gotta tell you something.
Tell him.
Release the list.
Release the list. Jack, should they release the list? Jack's sick of this shit. Release the fucking list.
Release the list. White people are speaking. What is your celebrities talking about? Huh? It's always something going on with Cardi B. On one end of the internet, she's talking about eating a box. She's a lint licker, a carpet muncher. And on the other side, oh now, come on, man, Nicki Minaj. She's like, come on, my nigga. I really get tired of selling y'all celebrity gossip. I really do. This is the type of shit that I like to talk about.
If you're still not convinced that there is a glitch in the matrix or something is going on in our atmosphere, take a look at this. China saw 7 suns at the same time. You heard what I said. 7 suns in the sky at the same time. As a matter of fact, take a look at this video. Look at this. Watch. Count. Look at this. 7 suns in their sky in China. You tell me what's going on. Some experts claim that this is an optical illusion. What are your thoughts? So to recap, along with all the tragic and crazy flooding happening all across the world, 7 suns have appeared in the sky over China. Let me know your thoughts in the comments as to what you think is going on. And as always, I'd love to hear from you.
It's not AI. I've been seeing things. I was standing outside in South Carolina and then in New York, and I seen the sun do something that I ain't never seen it do before. I can remember a time where the moon was never outside at the same time as the sun. I can remember a time when the moon and the sun, when I was growing up, you would never see the moon and the sun outside at the same time. Times are changing, and we are seeing major signs. The ocean is going in a different direction. Waters are coming up out of nowhere. We don't have regular storms no more. We are having super storms every year. What part y'all don't understand? Billionaires is buying up all of the land. So if the land that you live on, right, and this is what you got to understand, if the land that you live on is destroyed by storms, earthquakes, or whatever the case may be, because for some reason, nature loves picking on poor people and middle-class people that had their farms and lands passed down. And see, it's weird because when fires and natural disasters hit your land, it becomes, I forget the name that they use, where the government can seize that land and reclaim it because now it's destroyed. But I forget the word that they use. So now Bill Gates and BlackRock and all the rest of these other demonic creatures is buying up the earth. So when you have nowhere to stay, because where you stayed that was destroyed by rivers and streams, there's nowhere for you to evacuate to because that land has been purchased by the colonizer. Dr. Doom, aka Bill Gates and Fauci. Do you understand what's going on? I said, do you want the ugly truth or do you want a beautiful lie? You can have whatever you like. Hey, Haas, what do you think about the young lady in Queens, the college student that was coming home from work and jumped by the 2 males and the females? I think that was disgusting. And that's one of the main reasons why I thank God Almighty for having a driveway at my home where I don't have to look for parking, because I remember situations where things got really ugly, and I won't even speak on it, but things got ugly waiting for parking spots sitting outside in the Bronx. Really ugly. You know how frustrated you get when you sitting outside and you waiting for a parking spot, and you've been outside for 3 hours and somebody comes in and they see a parking spot and they go jump in that parking spot and they block you from getting into it? Yeah, a lot of fights. Yo, how's everybody in the comment section is saying it's AI. What do you think? See, that's the thing. When they burying their kids, they're gonna be screaming it's AI. Everything is AI. Everything is AI. But some people are seeing things in real life in real times. I've seen the sun. I've seen the sun turn colors, and I've seen the sun without glares, and I'm looking at the sun like, wow. I remember we running in the house going to get Lily like, yo, come outside and look at the sun. Wow, it's beautiful. Yeah, some of y'all don't pay attention. Everything is not AI. What was that AI that swallowed up them little kids? What was it AI that swallowed up those little kids? You got to understand, son, half the people inside this comment section is fake. They're not even real.
The American people were promised transparency with the Epstein case and are very clear on what they want. Release the files.
Jones is my girlfriend.
Release the list.
Use it with Miami.
Release the list.
Release the list. Release it.
Release the list. Do it. Release the list.
Release the list.
Release the list.
They are all on the same team. Release the fucking tapes, you fucking frauds.
That's right.
Who is she trafficking children to then? Release the list.
Release the list.
America's talking.
Release the list.
Release the fucking list. Release the list. Release the list. Release the list.
I have an idea. Release the fucking Epstein files, you fakers.
How about you quit gaslighting the public and release the fucking list? Gee, it seems like people from all over the world want you to release the fucking list.
Release the list. You know, I'm going to say it again. White people are becoming the new black people, compassionate, loving, and black people are becoming cold, heartless, foul. We are so broken as a people that our woman, growing up, I can remember listening to Ice Cube, because white women have no butt and no chest. Black women got bodies like goddesses, sort of like Venus. Put away your penis. That's a rap that Ice Cube made up. I remember black women used to have the most beautifulest bodies in the world. I'm still trying to figure out, because it just happened so all of a sudden in the Bronx. I went from like, I've always been a ladies' man. I've always had in damn near any female. I'm not one of them dudes that had to chase females like that. I'm sorry, I didn't. I'm going on 49, 50 years old now. I'll be 49 on September 3rd. So, and I don't hide my age. It is what it is. So, whatever I look like, whatever life done did with me, it is what it is. I accept it because I've been a pretty nigga my whole life. I've never had a problem with women. So, I've had some of the baddest joints. And I'm just confused to when did so many black women decided to start getting their body done. And y'all talking about y'all got a culture? That's not culture, that's cancer. That's low self-esteem. When you can't look in the mirror, I wish I would go get a surgery. I'll go get a surgery to help me to see better. I'll go get a surgery if I need something because I can't breathe or I got stabbed or shot. I wish I would go get a surgery and go get some biceps or go get some pecs or go get some, like, y'all niggas is sick. How did the lack of love in the black community get so bad where the woman gets so depressed where she's not even looking for love in her home no more? When she's sitting up there and doing whatever she's doing, adding all of the extras all over her body, She's doing it for the outside world. That's not culture. That's cancer. And you're confused. And you're casting a spell. And then y'all be sitting up there trying to shade me. Oh, you need to stop talking about people. I would never stop talking about you ignorant niggas. I got daughters and sons that's looking. What you think I'm going to tell my daughters and my sons when they looking and y'all selling them evil? What you think I'm going to tell my daughters? It's okay for her to go get some silicone stuck in her ass for a nigga that don't want her? Because I don't care what you do to your body. If the nigga don't want you, he don't want you. It's a mental thing. If he don't want you, he don't want you. That's why I'm not one of them niggas that'll sit up there and chase a female. And you better watch what you say to me. Because when you show me you don't have no respect for me, I'll dog you. I'll dog walk your ass. I'm not the one. I don't understand the mental. When you would actually go to the butcher shop. There was a time when our ancestors, my grandmother died. I'm going to say this story again. My grandmother, she died, right? Because she had an infection. And she refused to go to the hospital for a simple infection, so it spread and it killed her. But that's the trust that she had with these doctors. You niggas is going into hospitals that can't be trusted. And you going to the, listening to some of the stories, y'all niggas is really getting on planes. And laying up on cots. In backyard hospitals. In the Dominican Republic and other places, and coming back with leukemia. But you're not telling nobody, just as long as your ass is fat and your brain is dumb. I don't care how much silicone you put in your ass or how much fat you pull out of your stomach and you put in your butt. If your sex ain't good, your sex ain't good. And I done had some of the best sex in the world. And as soon as I was done, shorty, head game, molly-whopping. Ass the best in the world. And as soon as I nut, I want you to get up off me. Get off me. I'm out. I'll be going before the sun come up. I don't care what your body look like. If a nigga ain't into you, he ain't into you. I don't care how. Nigga, when a nigga horny, we gonna say everything and anything to get in them drawers. And as soon as I let my load out, oh, snap. What happened? My mother just died. Didn't your mother die 5 years ago? Bitch, I'm out. Find you somebody that like you. Because obviously he doesn't like you. He don't. He don't like you. And you dudes. One thing I'm not doing. See, I don't have a problem with taking care of a woman. I have no problem with taking care of a woman. But I'm not taking care of a woman that don't like me. Let that other nigga take care of you. Whoever you fantasizing about, or whoever you setting yourself up for, nigga, I don't want to take care of you. I don't like you neither. When you don't like me, I don't like you neither, my nigga. Same way you don't like me, bitch, I hope you die in a car accident. Now, I said it. Don't play with me. Play with him. If you enjoying life with him, don't come ask me for no money. You niggas gotta stop playing. Y'all ripping up them highways, driving them 18-wheelers. Y'all working 18 hours a day. and y'all coming home to a woman that don't have a plate of food for you or no Happy Meal. She's not giving you no sex. And you cracking your bank account? Let me tell you something, my nigga. One of you niggas out there that's watching, because y'all always talking to me and I just don't get it. I have no problem with taking care of a woman. But if I can't get something to eat and you trying to play me, like you can tell when a female ain't feeling you, because as soon as you're not feeling me, I'm not feeling you neither. I've never met a female on this earth that was, I'm feeling her, but she not feeling me. Nigga, if you don't like me, I don't like you neither. I'll kick you and the kids down the steps. Stop playing with these hoes. I don't care how the relationship started 7 years ago. 7 whole days. And not a word from you. When she get on that bullshit, and you can tell that we're not making love no more. She ain't giving you none of the kitty cat. It still get wet for somebody else. She has no desires for you. It's okay. Throw that bitch back in the streets. She for the streets, my nigga. She's not. Recognize when a woman is not yours no more. You ever seen the commercials back in the days when they had to, for 7 cents a day you could feed a whole village? Nigga, there's bitches in the hood for $25. She's yours forever, forever. Times is hard. So when you get these spoiled chicks that they can't recognize the provider in you, they can't recognize and, oh, all you good for is money. Well, good, bitch. Go find another nigga that want to trick on you. Niggas don't even want to buy you a Happy Meal. Recognize your worth. If the only thing you good for is getting money and that's what you do, then be good at it. And if she don't respect the fact that you breaking bread with her at a time when niggas don't even have $5,000. Yo, when I listened to that, when TK Kirkland said that 80% of Americans don't even have $5,000 in their bank account, and you sitting up there making sure these females, they can sit up there and get thousands out of you. As soon as they sit up there and say, hey, this got to be paid, that got to be paid, I need to, and you taking care of it, and she still got an attitude, give that bitch to the world. Because for $25, you can feed a whole village. Stop playing with them. These bitches don't want Hollywood on niggas. They got all types of niggas in their DM. Let's see if these niggas pay a bill. Let them have her. I only got one beef. Don't let me catch you at my crib or anywhere around my crib or my kids, number one, or anywhere where I'm at. Number two, if you send my wife back home to me with an attitude, and I got to deal with a nasty, and then we got a problem. Nigga, what you ain't hear that Keisha Cole song? Should've let her go. Go, go. Stop playing. Because I'm going to start doing StreamYards and let y'all niggas rent. Because it's sad how many dudes, you sit up there, you making all that money, and you really got to negotiate with her for sex? Are you serious? When there's women out there that'll cook you breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and rub your bath water, rub your feet, rub your back, comb your hair, and brush your teeth for you? Shorty be trying to tell you, so this nigga breath stink. She brushing your teeth for you. Like, here, come here, let me get that for you, daddy. So you ain't gonna be stinking in her bed. Yeah. And meanwhile, you got this chick going to bed. She going to bed with sweatpants on, and she got a hoodie on going to bed. But when she go outside, she got poom shorts and fishnet stockings going out to the club. But she going to bed with sweatpants with you. Are you serious? Me, I'm a different type of nigga. A totally different type of nigga. You don't want me, I don't want you neither. Totally don't. Absolutely. I can't want nobody that don't want me. I'm not that nigga. I'm sorry. Man up, my nigga. You making the money. You the breadwinner. Man up. I want you to go in that room. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. I want you to look at me. Hold up. Hold up. Let me get. Woo! Look at me. I want you right there. You go in that room. I want you to smack everything off the dresser. Knock it all on the floor. And tell her you ain't taking her shit no more. Tell her. Tell her you ain't tolerating her shit no more. Let's grow some balls. I didn't say put your hands on her. I said smack everything on the floor. You tell her it's your rules. I'm dead serious. Tell her you ain't picking no cotton no more. Mase. I'm dead serious. Y'all niggas need to man up. Listen, when you realize that there's another nigga that's gutting your girl, and the things that, yo, some of the things that the next man is doing to your wife that you never did to her, you sitting up there watching them dirty movies, fantasizing about the shit that your wife is doing in the closet at work. She's freaking off, yes, at work. And coming home to you with an attitude like, don't touch me. Because she got the next nigga jism dripping out of her. And you sitting there looking like the sucker. Because the only thing that she's keeping you around for, that other nigga is only giving her stiff dick and bubblegum. She's keeping you around for security, my nigga. Man up. This is a man's world. You better tell her. This is a man's world. Nigga, tell her. She don't respect you. She don't respect you. And me, I can't be with a woman that don't respect me because I'm going to beat you up. And I'm going to beat you up in front of everybody. I'll knock your ass out. I will beat you up. I will Chris Brown your ass. So we can't live under the same word. You don't respect me. Oh, you going to respect me. You definitely going to respect me. Yeah, Wanda, son, you going to respect me. You niggas better man up. She don't want to give you no milk and cookies, my nigga. Somebody else will. Let's see if that other nigga give her stability. The competition out here crazy now. Huh? These surgeries got these bitches feeling insecure. Stop playing, nigga. Go tell her. You log off this live right now. You get up off this live and you go tell her.
Now, if we gonna talk about it, we gonna talk about it for real, and we gonna be honest, right? There's a man out there right now that has called his wife's phone multiple times. She didn't answer. She gonna walk in the house in a couple of hours and say that her phone died. He gonna smell that man on his wife. But because he loves this woman, he don't want to leave her. He doesn't want to break up the home and the family that he's worked hard to build. He's not going to bring it up. He's gonna suffer in silence. It's a man right now looking at his 3 kids and seeing a noticeable difference between that baby and them 2 oldest. But they all got his last name, and what he doesn't want to do is risk losing his other 2 children because he's asked about this baby, so he's gonna raise all them kids together. It's a man out there right now that has sacrificed his dreams, sold his motorcycle to buy her the brand new family car so she can ride nice. Whole time she is driving that really nice Suburban to her side dude's house. And he has now seen this car in an area it ain't supposed to be in, but because he is too embarrassed, because he doesn't want to deal with the humiliation, because he knows somewhere it's going to be turned around and twisted on him because you wasn't giving me enough attention at home. Even though this man had been working 12, 14-hour days to pay for that Suburban, he is just going to suffer in silence. He don't want the drama. Let's just be honest. Women cheat better than men do. So the reason why you don't see a lot of men having to suffer through the ridicule is because women don't get caught the same way that men get caught. And men have to deal with the public humiliation of, man, you wasn't handling business at home. So they would rather keep those secrets and those questions buried deep. And in my opinion, if you ever see a man out with his family and he just looks absolutely empty, it's because he knows he's not loved in that household. He knows that he is not appreciated. He knows his wife is cheating. He knows that baby ain't his, but he knows he can't leave. Because some kind of way, he's still going to be the bad guy, even though she was the one that stepped out.
Don't get mad at me, my nigga. Don't get mad at me. She said it. Listen, man, if your wife ain't being your cheerleader, something ain't right. But you ain't hear what I said? If your wife ain't trying to be your cheerleader, give me an A. A, give me a B. B. Something ain't right. Y'all better get down to the table and have a conversation. And 9 times out of 10, that's probably not going to change. Because whatever led y'all to grow apart to this level right here, that's almost the point of no return. Now you have to ask yourself a question. Am I going to play with this female whose heart has hardened where she ain't got no more love left for me and we just existing? Or am I going to go out there and I'm going to have me some fun? Choice is yours. If you got 3,000 days left on this earth and you're going to spend it with a female that decided that she's going to stay with you to make your life a living hell. Well, she must love me. She's still here. No, nigga, she don't love you. She gonna make sure the next chick don't love you. She don't love you. That ship then, no, you still holding on. You still holding on to 10 years ago, my nigga. That ship has sailed. She is going to make sure that you are miserable while she go to bed with her scarf on and her sweatpants and your balls is, you feeling like you got blue balls and you sitting up there whacking off and yeah. She wants you to suffer in misery and pay the bills too. You a sucker. Not me. I don't need a let welfare feeder. Not me. I don't need a let welfare feeder. Y'all niggas better stop playing. Y'all better stop playing. Because the energy that you put out is the energy that you gonna get back. You don't like me, I don't like you neither. Chick be sitting up there laying on the opposite side of the bed. Laying like, you know, they laying on the bed, your leg touch their leg and they laying on the corner of the bed. Like, nah, my nigga. How many nights you gonna go to sleep while she balled up like she getting ready to fall on the floor and she won't even let you cuddle up with her? Nigga, you laying in the wrong bed. Or what you could do is you come lay right back in the bed with her, put your thumb in the mouth just like her, smelling like another woman. Don't even wash up. Let that stench sit right on you. But who am I to judge, right? You know she gonna go upside your head with that frying pan. Y'all stopping at them stuff. Them stuff. Come on, I be having conversations with you niggas. You niggas be having sex inside them trucks. You having sex inside them. You having sex with them prostitutes at them truck stops, and you gonna come home with some shit, and she really ain't gonna forgive you. Oh, that's right, shorty. You sending your man out in the highway, horny. You sending him out in the world, horny. And that $45 that he's spending, the $50 and the $90 that he's spending on those rest stops on the highway, Will them girls make sure they there with them niggas are sleeping in them trucks when they go to sleep and they need them a nightcap to go to sleep that you ain't giving it to them? Yeah. And you wondering why your shit smelling crazy. If you ain't gonna give them nothing, get them out of your bed. Because sooner or later you gonna give in to give him some sympathy ass and he gonna give you something that you can't get rid of, stupid. Sooner or later, behind you neglecting him, he's going to go out there and he's going to contract something that he can't get rid of. And he's going to give it to you because you done gave in and gave him some sympathy ass. And now he can't even apologize. Apology not accepted. It's never going to go away. Never going to get it. Never going to get it. Yeah, let's deal with reality. I'm not dealing with reality. Men have no self-control, no discipline. Some of us learn discipline as we get older. We have not been trained. And some of y'all is trained liars. And the sad part about it is, you know what's messed up? When he was really trying to hold out and not cheat, and he done went out there and caught some shit that he can't get rid of. But you've been out there cheating the whole time. And you can't even argue with him because you don't even know if your side nigga gave it to you. A lot of you niggas is walking around looking stupid. You the husband, but your wife is the side chick to somebody else. You the husband, but your wife is the side chick to another nigga. And he's making, see the side chick? The side chick. The happy side chick, the horny side chick, the side chick that makes the side chick sandwiches. I'm gonna need some of you side chicks to make some side chick sandwiches and send it to me in my DM so I can put this shit on my videos. I gotta make videos about y'all sandwiches. Ain't nothing like a side chick sandwich. The way the side chick take care her nigga, she sent him back to the wife so strong. Some niggas wouldn't even be married no more if it wasn't for the side chick. Nigga, you don't even realize your wife is another nigga's side chick. Everybody plays the fool. What culture? What culture you got? Y'all don't hear these niggas rapping about and bragging about how they sleeping with other niggas' wives? I'm a little bit different though. Because I got shorties that really, really wanted to sleep with me that I would have liked. But I knew the bitches that they man was sleeping with. Dirty females, nasty females. And back in the days, I would have loved to break some of these shorties' backs. But your man got a dirty dick. And he's slinging it in muddy waters. And you think I'm going to sleep with you after what he slept with? It gets real on the battlefield. Yeah, there's females that I would have loved to. One of my friends that turned enemies. That nigga baby mama been trying to give me ass from day one. And I was like, I would never do that. But then on top of that, you know how many times this nigga had to go clear up STDs? Nigga was going to see the STD doctor like 5 times a month, my nigga. You think I'm asleep with you?
Older men only talk to young girls so they can manipulate and have control of the situation. There's nothing that a 30-year-old man and a 19-year-old or 20-year-old have in common. That's crazy. And then when the older women try to warn us young girls, because I'm young myself, when they try to warn us, y'all get on here and be like, oh yeah, they're bitter, they're this and that. But they're not bitter, y'all. They're just looking out for us. Think about it. Why is he not with someone his age? Why is he with a child? I don't care what nobody says. 18, 19, 20. I feel like that's not really an adult for real. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us still live with our mamas. A lot of us don't have no real bills, so we're not bringing grown women pressure. A lot of us only just want our hair did and our nails did. So yeah, he down for that because he's cheap. He's cheap. He don't want them real pressures of paying bills and really handling business for real. You know what I'm saying? Two, our name be so good and fresh. Our credit be so good and fresh. So now he's trying to use you to put stuff in your name for him. Like, y'all gotta really pay attention sometimes. Think about it. Why is he not with somebody that's his age? These older men, they be predators. They be preying on us young girls so they could use us. And don't believe me if you don't want to, but I know what I'm saying is true.
Now here's the thing, right? My question to you females: if you know these older niggas out here dogs, because they dogged you out when y'all was in high school, why do y'all keep sending y'all daughters outside naked? Why do you keep sending your daughters outside to the wolves? Oh, knowing that the world, them niggas outside, is going to devour your little daughters. Why do y'all send them outside like that? You know the evils, the ugliness that the world has for your child, and you sending your child outside to the wolves. Oh, they going to tear. You know what they going to do. I don't get it. I don't get it. You want them to go out there and find out the hard way, the same way you did? I would never want my kids to go through anything that I've been through in this life that was bad. Because the lesson was for me to go through so they don't have to go through it. I could educate them verbally and break it down like, nah, you don't want to go down this path because this path is the path of darkness. Yeah.
I'm scared. I'm scared. Don't let me go. I have to because the county of LA said I had to.
ICE is now removing undocumented foster children from their foster homes. Removing foster children from their foster homes for deportation. Y'all, I've been working in the foster care system for 28 years. I'm a former foster mom, and I adopted 4 children from foster care and fostered many others. And I have represented hundreds of children who are in foster care. And one thing all of these children have in common is they have all been through trauma to one degree or another. We are taking children who have already been through trauma and removing them from foster homes for deportation. There will be a reckoning for this in this life or the next. For those of you who are supporting this, there will be a reckoning for this in this life or the next.
To hear a man cry, because you watching children being we got to get back to being compassionate. Because once the earth gets to the point where we done lost our compassion for each other, then this world serves no purpose for us. You don't have to believe in the stories in the Bible or the Quran or religion or Mayat. You gotta believe that some mad scientists just created you and threw you out there, and then they went and hid. Gotta believe that the Anunnaki just created you and threw you out there, and then they went to hide, playing peekaboo. They want to see what you was gonna do. Yeah, go ahead, but know that everybody's story ends with the grave, and most of us know that life does not stop and end at the grave. The grave is the beginning of a new chapter. It's on you how that next chapter is going to play out. But for those of us that will continue on living to the day that we die, the people in power is preparing for something big. What are you doing? If you see floods are coming up in areas close to you, and the rain is being different, my pond right now look like chocolate yoo-hoo. My yard got so flooded. See, I'm on the top of a hill. So in order to flood me out, it's going to take a lot of water. But I'm also close to the Kensico Dam, where if that dam overflow, the elite is preparing for the day after tomorrow, or the movie 2012, and you are preparing for your 2-day vacation from your job, if you even got that, your weekend.
There is a history of near extinction events, and one of the things that I've looked at, because I'm trying to figure out between fiscal 1998 and fiscal 2015, there were 21 trillion of undocumentable adjustments in the U.S. government. If you go to our website, missingmoney.solera.com, we have years and years of documentation, including the government financials that show this. And so the question is, where's all this money going? And one of the things I've looked at in the process of looking at where all this money is going is the underground base and city infrastructure and transportation system that's been built. And
I'm sorry?
Yes. So we have built an extraordinary number of underground bases and supposedly transportation systems. Some of these are some of these are documented as part of the national security infrastructure. I think there are many more. So
in the United States?
In the United States, and all over the world. But from 2021 to 2023, I took one of the smartest subscribers in the Solera Report network, and he and I spent 2 years collecting all the data and all the allegations on underground bases. And then we systematically went through and tried to estimate our guess, this is totally a guess, of how many underground bases, both underground in the United States, but also underground under the ocean around the United States. And our estimate was 170, with a transportation network connecting them.
And what would be the purpose?
The purpose, if you thought you were going to get a near extinction event, so there, to me, there are two purposes. You have so many activities going on that you need to keep secret, that you're basically building the capacity to, for example, if you're doing a secret space program, you need to platform it from, things that can't be seen. So if you're interested, we have a great interview. I did an interview of Richard Dolan on underground bases on the Solera Report, and it's sort of an introduction to the topic, and it's based on a lot of the research of a guy named Richard Sauter, who is very hard to interview. So Richard kind of went through all the material, and clearly I don't know if you ever saw, Washington Post did a project, it was in 2010 or 12, called Top Secret America, and one of the reporters, it was a team of 2 reporters, one of them put together a database of all the different top secret installations that had been built in the country, including since the Patriot Act. And what you saw was just this explosion of money in building so many both underground and above ground facilities.
Question is, you know, us little people, can we build? Where can we build? Where do we start building at? What places is going to be affected by the floods? What places is going to be affected by the wildfires? What places is going to be affected by the earthquakes? What places is going to be affected by the famine? Is everybody that took the vaccine all of a sudden gonna just drop dead at one time? I got a lot of questions. Do any of y'all have the answers? See, when I read the scriptures, whether it be the Bible or the Quran, Allah has this saying in the Quran where he says, do you see how many generations before you that was destroyed? In Afghanistan, there was a lot of talk about ancient artifacts. They went to digging and they found ancient cities that goes way, way, way back. A lot of people even say the war in Afghanistan wasn't over weapons of mass destruction. It was because they had a Stargate. They found ancient cities, ancient artifacts, and the people over there in Afghanistan said that the military came in, special corporations came in, surrounded the areas where they found those cities, pushed the people away, and started removing ancient artifacts from those places. You ever notice that we can't go in certain places in the Grand Canyon? Why? If something big came from the sky and bust through the Grand Canyon, why are we not allowed to go there? Why would somebody have laws passed and put premises where we can't go in the Grand Canyon? Why does the earth have conditions where we can't go to the poles, Antarctica? Why does the people in power have treaties where they could go where it's just ice, but we can't go there? We're not asking enough questions. What are they hiding? Why do these rappers brag in their songs when they become a Mason or whatever fraternal order they join? It's a secret society. All we ask is trust. What's the secret? What is the little bit of knowledge that they give these celebrities that make them feel like they have more power outside of the money? Because the real money is knowledge. The real power is knowledge. Money, that should go run through your hands. But if you got the knowledge and the know what to do, where to go, and how to do it, you'll reign supreme. So they give these sellouts, celebrities, the boule, a little bit of knowledge that we don't have. And some of it is lies mixed with the truth, because that's what the devil do. The devil is always going to be a liar. And in order to be in top, to be part of the elite of this world, you have to be a devil. Isn't that how the Epstein list came about? You got to ask yourself a question. Just thinking about some of the things that devils do. What kind of a mindset decides to go and create bombs and weapons that'll crack the earth in half? Who does that? A devil. A devil. Only a devil will go in a lab and mix up some concoction and let it go into the world after they put a pattern on it that'll put the whole world in a headlock and have people dropping like flies. And then just like that, with the remote control, it just stops and it ceases. You don't understand the world that you're living in? You don't see the world that you're living in? Niggas be talking about, I love some Americas. Oh, you love the place that told you that you had to stand online and get the Tuskegee experiment again? I loves me some America. You do? I wonder what Assata Shakur have to say about it. I loves me some America. I wouldn't want to live in no other countries. Go boot looking asses. Master got you feeling so good about your job, don't you? Master got you feeling so good about your job? Cause now you making more money than your next door neighbor. I was just feeling so good about myself. I just bought me a Toyota Corolla. You can give me the house. You can give me the spaceships that I'm driving. I got nice whips, nice cars, nice yards, dogs, like exotic. Nigga, I ain't satisfied with none of this shit. See, it's one thing to move on into the future and let bygones be bygones. But when I see the devil playing his old tricks, and I start to see and I start to remember those fans that I used to fan myself with when I was in church, and I'm having flashbacks and I'm seeing them alligators that was on those fans, and I'm fanning myself, and I'm realizing while I was in church and the pastor was singing, he had nerve enough to have me. I was too young to know I was fanning myself with the fan, with the alligators, with the little babies on it. And now I'm living in times where you got people that's being pulled out of their job. Listen, if you would have took the dude that set that woman on fire and put the belt around her neck, the other woman, and dragged her in between the cars and had his way with her, if Trump would have took them and tossed them to the alligators, I would have had a watch party like we was watching Mike Tyson in Holyfield. But the good people they doing that to, and the way people were being treated, where you actually got white people that was hardcore white people crying, while black people celebrating failure. It reminds me when I watched that movie, We Who About to Die Salute You. I used to say to myself, we who about to die salute you, a gladiator? Like Spartacus? You happy to die in the arena for your colonizer? I don't know, I'm just a little bit different. I ain't that smart, but I ain't that stupid. You dig? I ain't that smart, but I ain't that stupid neither. And I ain't the nigga that you could rock to sleep. You make me feel too good in life. I'm looking at you like you set me up. Life done been so ugly and so horrible. If you make me feel too good, I think you setting a trap. That's why it's hard to rock me to sleep. Niggas think that they rocking me. Like, nigga, I'm not desperate for a friend. One of my prayers that I pray to God for is that, you know, anybody that God removed out of my life, whether it be niggas that went to jail or whatever the case be, if you're going to come home from jail or wherever you coming from, you've been going from, and you're going to bring disruption to my life, stay where you at. Keep that nigga in jail. I don't give a fuck who it is. Any of them. Because one thing I've learned about me in life is some of y'all that y'all attracted to my energy, y'all the same way. My apologies to all the women that I've hurt because I wasn't raised the right way. The hood raised me the wrong way. My mother raised me the best that she could, but she done did some things wrong too. My only regret is not treating women better than what I did because I was a ladies' man and I was taught that we didn't have to respect women. But the reality of it is, we in love with evil. And we settle for evil. And we stand for evil. Not on my watch. A lot of y'all are attracted to me because y'all have similar ways. Or we go in similar directions and we just tired of we tired of the same shit. I didn't come on this earth to settle. I came on this earth to be great. Every last one of y'all that's watching me right now, when you came out of your daddy's nutsack, you battled 1 million sperm cells to get to that egg. You was a champion. And don't let nobody tell you no different. In order for you to battle and reach that egg in your mama, you was that sperm cell that outraced and outbattled 1 million different sperm cells. You came here to be a champion, not to be conquered. Even if you don't never raise and elevate to where you want to be in life, as long as you know in your heart and your mind and your soul you fighting for that, you already won. I didn't come here to be nobody's worker. I didn't come here to be nobody's happy slave. The power of manifestation is crazy. Because if you could think it, you could achieve it. Don't settle for less. Stop smiling when it's a time to be angry. Dread Mega, salute fam. Stop smiling when it's time to be angry. Stop eating when it's time to fast. Stop marching when it's time to fight. Stop fighting when it's time to pray. Start loving. A little bit of love is all it takes. But love is a two-way street. Remember that. It is what it is. Hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that subscribe button, and pay attention to your circle before they hurt you. I'm out.